There's a lot of conversation happening at the moment about the upcoming AI bubble bursting. To give a little context, in 2008 there was a housing bubble that burst and caused a lot of economic problems. In the 2000s there was a dot-com bubble that burst. So the anticipation amongst a lot of economists is that all of this money that is being invested in AI and AI infrastructure and AI tech at the moment is going to burst soon because there's not as much of a return being seen on these kind of investments. But that's not the kind of conversations that I think we should be hearing. I think the conversations that should be happening are needing to be along the lines of localized AI. What kind of AI infrastructure organizations, agencies, groups should be putting together for their localized territories, for their kind of localized communities. So what I mean by localized AI, to use an LLM for an example, a large language model, that's nothing more than hard drives full of information being accessed by a piece of software that has been coded to arrange it in such a way according to the language being put into it. And the big rush that everyone is kind of investing a lot into is the microchips to increase the processing speed. That's all it is. That's all these microchips are doing. When you hear about AMD and Nvidia and these kind of investments, all you're hearing is that the processing speed of these chips. China was able to create their own AI called DeepSeek. Not as good, but still just as good, and it was using all the technology, all the kind of microchips. So this kind of rush, this urge to invest a lot of money into this particular kind of hardware isn't necessary. China have proved that. But I think localized AI is very important because it means that, to use Newport City Council as an example, they could take data from all of the residents that are dependent on Newport City Council services. They could create databases of residents in Newport, and having their own localized AI should help them provide city council services better, because it means that having that database of information, not only of residents but of kind of services and resources that the council has available. If there was a Newport resident that wanted specific information or answers or solutions to something that was only governed by the council, with a Newport City localized AI, that would be possible. Instead of needing to use either Google or ChatGPT or Grok, for example, instead of using any of these big, massive American AI systems that are being used and pumped out, the mainstream AI, the large language models that you see right now. So yeah, just wondering why those kind of conversations aren't being had. And I hope it's a case of these conversations are not being had because the people in charge of these conversations, I hope they haven't written Newport City off already. I hope they haven't decided, I don't know about it, and therefore I'm not going to show any interest to it, I'm not going to do anything about it. Yeah, just food for thought. Peace.